This is some more important information. The last contribution of this Department of Sacred Science is a critical edition of the New Testament by Dr. Westcott and Hort. About this, we proceed to offer a few remarks. Number 1. The first thing here which unfavorably arrests attention is the circumstance that this proves to be the only critical edition of the New Testament since the days of Mill, which does not even pretend to contribute something to our previous critical knowledge of the subject. Mill it was, 1707, who gave us the great bulk of our various readings, which Bengel, 1734, slightly, and Wettstein, 1751 through 52, very considerably enlarged. The accurate Mathai, 1782 to 88, acquainted us with the contents of about 100 codices more, and was followed by Gressback, 1796 to 1806, with important additional materials. Birch had in the meantime, 1788, culled from the principal libraries of Europe a large assortment of new readings, while truly marvelous was the accession of evidence which Schultz brought to light in 1830, and though Lockman, 1842 to 50, did wondrous little in this department, he yet furnished the critical authority, such as it is, for his own unsatisfactory text. Tregelles, 1857 to 72, by his exact collations of manuscripts and examination of the earliest fathers, has laid the Church under an abiding obligation. And what is to be said of Tischendorf, 1856 to 72, who has contributed more to our knowledge than any other editor of the New Testament since the days of Mill? Dr. Scrivener, though he has not independently edited the original text, is clearly to be reckoned among those who have, by reason of his large, important, and accurate contributions to our knowledge of ancient documents. Transfer his collections of various readings to the foot of the page of a copy of the commonly received text, and Scrivener's New Testament might stand between the editions of Mill and of Wettstein. Let the truth be told, C.F. Mathai and he are the only two scholars who have collated any considerable number of sacred codices with the needful amount of accuracy. Now we trust we shall be forgiven if, at the close of the preceding enumeration, we confess to something like displeasure at the oracular tone assumed by Dr. Westcott and Hort in dealing with the text of Scriptures, though they admit, page 90, that they, quote, rely for documentary evidence on the stores accumulated by their predecessors, end quote. Confident as those distinguished professors may reasonably feel of their ability to dispense with the ordinary appliances of textual criticism, and proud, as they must naturally be, of a verifying faculty which, although they are able to give no account of it, yet enables them infallibly to discriminate between the false and the true, as well as to assign, quote, a local habitation, end quote, and a, quote, name, end quote, to every word, inspired or uninspired, which purports to belong to the New Testament. They must not be offended with us if we freely assure them at the outset that we shall decline to accept a single argumentative assertion of theirs for which they fail to offer sufficient proof. Their wholly unsupported decrees, at the risk of being thought uncivil, we shall unceremoniously reject as soon as we have allowed them a hearing. So that's what Burgon thinks about Westcott and Hort, and he gives you a little history and the different individuals who contributed to the new documents that have been found, and he's just giving you a lot of information. So I had to read that kind of quick because I'm dealing with a short amount of time. But if you're interested in textual criticism, you should check out Jim Brown at Grace and Truth Ministries. It's graceandtruth.net, and I'll post the citations for the books like I always do, and tell you what I'm reading from. And all right, I hope y'all found that interesting. And I would also like to put in some other information in regards to these dates that I found interesting about the corruption and the end of time that's going on. I would like to show the date that Origins of Species by Charles Darwin was made.